Heyo, Jiggly-Gut here with some more Broken Sword, The Smoking Mirror, Remastered Edition. Last time we started the game and Nico was abducted by some Central American dudes with blowpipes and poisonous spiders. We went back to the cafe, we met up with Andre Labaneur, the fucking idiot with the ponytail. And we also met another idiot with a ponytail, whose shelves we broke along with some pots. And now he's sulking over it. Anyways, I said we'd go to the mansion, so let's go to the mansion. Tally ho, and away we go. I don't really think we'll find too much here. I guess we could try and ring Lobino.
There was no one else I wanted to call.
No? Blast.
Whatever lay beyond the door was going to remain a mystery.
Let's go back upstairs.
The cabinet was already open. It was the box that spider had crawled from. I wasn't going to touch the box after that spider had been inside it. There was nothing else in the drawer.
Can't fill it with tequila? Nope.
The bookcase had fallen on its front, making it impossible to reach the books inside.
Blast. Say it ain't so.
The photograph wasn't any use to me. The projecting bracket had served its purpose. There was nothing else I could do with it. The rope was shredded and no possible use to me.
I suppose we can hit up the coffee shop.
I had a choice of destinations, the cafe at Montfaucon or the art gallery.
Let's go to the cafe, thank you. Maybe Mr. Retiree here knows about the Mars shipping.
Excuse me.
What?
He wouldn't have wanted that.
Really?
Ever heard of Carol Climax, the movie star?
Yes, but I don't care for the kind of movie she's made. It's smut like that which has caused the moral decline of the Western world.
Is it true that Carol Climax was murdered by her husband?
First I heard of it. I thought she just retired.
Didn't you try to appeal against her dismissal?
There was no point. It was my word against that of the chief inspector. And he was a close friend of the director of the museum I was supposed to be patrolling.
Excuse me.
Leave me alone.
Oh dear. Well,
I could either go back to Ubia.
I guess we need to hit up the gallery for something else I've missed.
At that price, I wasn't going anywhere near those pots.
Go away.
It was a machine for reading credit cards. It was a sturdy packing case. The packing case contained nothing. I had no possible use for a credit card reader. The pot had smashed into too many pieces to retrieve. I wasn't going to wait. If I wanted to be laughed at, there was always Nico. At that price, I wasn't going anywhere near those pots. It was a label bearing the name Condor Transglobal. The pot had smashed.
Oh, dearie, 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 dearie. I forget what I'm supposed to do. The mansion again. Fuck it, go back to the cafe. Okay.
Excuse me.
What?
Which museum was it you were supposed to be patrolling?
The croon. It wasn't as if anything important was stolen. Just a rusty old tripod.
The tripod had returned a few weeks later. Excuse me.
Leave me alone.
Oh, damn it.
It was too hot to sit inside the cafe.
Hey, shithead. You.
You need anything else?
There was nothing I wanted to say to him.
For Pete's sake.
Excuse me.
What?
I'd been looking forward to seeing my girl, but she wanted to rush off to see some professor.
I see. And you think she's having an affair with this professor?
Look, forget it. It doesn't matter. Excuse me.
What?
I had nothing else I wanted to ask the gendarme.
Okay, it seems we've exhausted all possibility there.
I could either go back...
Well, back to the mansion. Great. the bloody hell? There's like an outline of George there. Oh, almost. Ah. It's not really going to do much, is it?
It was locked.
Hang about, did I try picking this lock? I know I tried the front door.
The tiny point was only of use for picking small locks.
Well, there you go, it doesn't work anyways. Let's see.
It was Nico's lipstick.
Yes, what could we possibly do with Nico's lipstick?
It was the label I'd found in the Glee's gallery. There was no one else.
There's no one else you want to talk to. Right.
It looked like a house key.
Yeah, and it didn't go to that door either, yeah. Panties, a fucking tequila worm.
It was the newspaper clipping referring to the imminent eclipse. Wrapped inside it was another small piece of paper. It was a bank statement for Ubier's account from an automatic telling machine. The last 5 withdrawals were for large amounts, and all made in Marseille. It was beginning to make sense. Ubier had organized Nico's abduction. Ubier withdrew money from Marseille. Ubier was connected with Transglobal, who shipped their goods from a warehouse in Marseille. That's how the torn Transglobal label had once read. Marseille, not Mars. It wasn't much of a lead, but it was all I had. I set off immediately to catch the evening train.
Well, there you go.
It was almost dawn when I arrived in Marseille. I traced Condor Transglobal to a desolate dockside.
Okay, let's go over here.
There was a glow of light at the window of the hut. It was just a heap of chains and stuff. There was nothing there I wanted.
Okay, let's go down the waterfront.
The trapdoor barred my way into the watchman's hut. The floorboards above me creaked ominously under the watchman's weight. The guard dog was staring at me, with a hungry look in his eyes. The platform was held up by a hinged bracket. I couldn't figure out what it was for. Maybe it was part of a structure which no longer existed.
As you've no doubt noticed, unlike the director's cut of Shadow of the Templar, we don't get a quick cutaway when traversing the screens.
Here, boy. Hi, good morning.
Do you know what time it is?
No, I don't wear a watch. As my dad used to say, I'm not into time, man.
Well, you're too early.
What time is it anyhow?
The big hand's on the floor. Why aren't you in bed?
I can explain everything.
Never mind, I ain't that interested.
What time do you open the gates?
7.
Do you mind if I hang out here till the docks open?
Please yourself, but you'll have a long wait. It's Sunday, and tomorrow is the start of the national holiday. Everything is closed for a month.
Well, wouldn't you just know it? Does that dog belong to you?
Nah, he comes with the job. I just feed him every now and then.
More then than now, I'd say. What's the dog's name?
20.
It's unusual for a dog.
It's his registration number. Security dog number 20.
Number 20. Security dog 20.
That animal doesn't seem too hot for a guard dog.
No? You haven't seen him in action.
Doesn't look like he has the energy to wag his tail.
Just like my wife. She's like a slug in a coma until she's annoyed. Then, she's like a tiger with a rat up its ass.
Sweet. Ever heard of Condor Transglobal?
Sure. They have a warehouse here.
Well, could I take a look?
Not until after the holidays. Come back in a month.
I have to make a delivery to Condor Transglobal.
Where's your rig?
About half a mile down the road.
And you walked here? Jeez, are you some kind of nut?
Nah, it was easy. I just put one foot in front of the other. Are you gonna let me make my delivery?
Not without the paperwork. You get the papers, you make your delivery, and I get a fat backhander.
I was getting nowhere with the story about being a trucker. Do you know what kind of business Condor's involved in?
I'm paid to guard the gate. Their business is none of mine.
I'm looking for a young woman.
At the docks? What kind of woman do you have in mind?
You don't understand. It's my girlfriend I'm trying to find.
Well, I ain't seen her, and you should tell her the docks ain't no place for a young lady. They're dirty and they're dangerous.
I'm certain my girlfriend was brought here when she was abducted.
What? Your girl was kidnapped?
Yeah. Struck down by an Indian with a poisoned dart.
A poison dart, huh?
I could tell he didn't believe me. This is the dart that the Indian shot at my girlfriend.
Sheesh! That's pretty weird, but I don't see why you'd expect to find her here.
Have you ever heard of Professor Oubier?
Me? None of my friends are professors or anything like that.
Take a look at this letter.
That's sick. Did you write it?
Oh, no. No, it's a letter from my girlfriend's admirer.
If I was you, I'd smack him in the mouth.
Well, that's not my style, but thanks for the advice. I have these very exotic panties.
Take them away, you pervert!
What's cooking?
Beans. You know a man can live on nothing but beans.
Not this one. Don't you ever get tired of eating beans?
Sure I do. What do you take me for?
And what's the alternative?
Peas. I can't eat them too often, though. They play hell with my digestion.
Have you ever considered changing your diet?
What's wrong with beans and beer?
You need me to tell you? You're pumping out enough methane here to fill a dirigible. I gotta go now, but I'll be back.
Can't wait.
Okay.
The chimney was a metal pipe with a conical hat on top to stop the rain getting in.
Well, I say let's employ the panties. Oh. Rats. The sticker? Oh, wait, we're gonna take the cone off, that's right.
Ouch!
That's hot.
The panties would not have been thick enough to shield this level of heat.
Oh, damn. What is it I'm missing? It's that!
The stick had a hook on one end. I figured it was a boat hook for hooking boats.
And then we want to grab this bottle of water. We're going to have to use that stick with a hook.
The bottle was just out of reach. Nothing was going to get me into that water if I could help it. I just knew that boat hook would be useful for something. As for the bottle, even if I couldn't find a use for it, I'd cleaned up the dock a little. It was the beer bottle that slob of a watchman had dumped in the sea, now half full of filthy dock water. The label read, "Surge, the beer that clears your head."
Well, how about Surge, get up the damn stairs? So, we'll use the dock water on that.
The bottle was half filled with water. Maybe it would cool the cone down enough to touch it. Now I could see into the pipe which formed the chimney.
Let's block it with these panties. No? What about Lobino's ladder? Well, fuck off, dog. The bottle? There we are.
The bottle had blocked the chimney, and the hut was filling up with smoke.
Now, while he's outside, we can use that trapdoor to go up.
The saucepan was 3/4 full of baked beans. It was a large bucket filled with coal. It was a filthy, stained coffee mug. It was a packet with a picture of a boxer dog on the front.
Well, we want that.
The packet was full of dog biscuits.
And maybe we'll leave a tequila worm.
Baked beans in ketchup.
Oh. Very delectable.
No.
No? Oh, blast. Maybe we could use the poison and knock him out.
No.
No? Ah. Well, that'll do for the time being. Down we go. And we'll use the dog biscuits to lure this fucker over there.
Hey, 20. Come and get it, boy. I felt a slight twinge of conscience as I prepared to give the dog a dunking. It soon passed. As I'd expected, the dog could swim like a dog.
Too bad for the dog, but it had to get out of the way. Okay, we want to go over this way.
The gates were fastened with a heavy-duty padlock.
Now that's small enough for our poison
I
dart.
decided I would not be able to pick a 5-barrel hardened steel heavy-duty padlock with a dart.
Okay, or not. Let's just climb the fence, eh?
The doors looked 100 years old, but they were still very sturdy.
Okay.
It read Pont de Nord, fine wine producers. I didn't recognize the label. I decided not to tamper with the clamp. Those jaws looked like they could snap shut at any moment. It was a beautiful piece of 19th century engineering, but not a lot of use to me. I couldn't reach the wheel and couldn't see any point in climbing up to it. The sign looked as if it was firmly attached to the wall. Anyway, I didn't really want it as a souvenir. That door seemed to be the only way into the warehouse. There was a little grill set into the door. The grill opened from the inside. The din must have drowned out the sound of my knocking.
So then, up we go.
Maybe there was a way in up there. The window wasn't fully shut. The metal housing prevented me from getting to the fan. It was a duct from a ventilation fan. It was the creep who'd kidnapped Nico, and I had a score to settle. The guy was partly hidden behind a stack of crates. The room was filled with trans-global crates. That did the trick. The fan clunked and shorted out as its blades were mashed by the boat hook.
Hey, you make any more noise, I break your arms.
That bully needed to be taught a lesson.
Garzak's already mad because we didn't get the stone. You give me any trouble, I'll tell him it was all your fault.
Karzak? That must be his boss. The boat hook was jammed in the dented fan blades.
Who is it?
My name is Stobart. George Stobart.
What do you want?
I want to return your spider. I pulled its legs off, which is exactly what I'm gonna do to you. I got the feeling he wasn't too pleased to see me.
So up we go.
The clamp consisted of 2 metal jaws which would close when weight was applied to them.
So we want to go back down. Excuse me. Hey, Pablo!
Hey,
What now?
pizza delivery?
I didn't order pizza.
No? This is the Condor Transglobal Shipping Company, isn't it?
I don't like pizza.
Oh, come on. Everyone likes pizza. Maybe he was allergic to mozzarella.
I don't think we got his attention.
If you know what's good for you, you'll open this door.
What if I don't?
I'll kick your head in.
Okay, I'll come out, you creep.
I'm the creep. You're the dude that sets fire to a place after unleashing the biggest spider in the world, and I'm the creep. Oh, screw you, pal. Let's get his attention. Oh, what was that? Yes, there was a noise. And I got one more for you, pal. Haha. In your face, Pablo. Into the warehouse we go.
There was a notice board beside the desk with an assortment of paperwork on it. Among the paperwork which adorned the notice board was something which caught my eye. It was a delivery note from Condor Transglobal, and the address was Coromante City. The only interesting thing I found was a small brass key. It was locked.
Well, let's use the key.
The little brass key didn't fit the lock.
Oh, shit.
Whoa! Don't shoot! The little guy had a blowpipe. That confirmed my suspicions about what had happened to Nico. I waited for him to shoot me, but it didn't happen. Instead, he seemed to want to tell me something. What? What do you want? He seemed excited, almost desperate. What did he want so bad? Hi, I'm not going to hurt you.
Quaramonte!
Is that where you're from? Caramonte City?
Quaramonte! Quaramonte!
Okay. What have you done with my girlfriend?
Huh?
I am not leaving without her. Where is she? He didn't appear to understand me. Tell me what you've done with Nico, and I'll share these biscuits with you. I knew it sounded lame, trying to bargain with a box of doggy snacks. Besides, how was he to know how yummy they tasted? This was the dart you used to knock out my girlfriend. If she's come to any harm, I will count you personally responsible.
Lotte kapaitu fnor!
What does this key unlock?
Huh?
Hey, you're manacled. Who did this? That big thug? I'm gonna set you free, okay? Hey, come back here! The little guy had gone to ground amongst the stack of crates.
Can't really blame him, I suppose.
It was an elevator to the upper floor. Just in time. Interrupting the beam of light kept the doors from closing and stopped anyone from using the elevator. But what now?
Let's say a little sticker to hold in place.
The label just wasn't sticky enough to stay in place.
Okay, then combine the sticky label with some lipstick.
Wrong.
Okay, sticky label with the tequila one.
I wasn't convinced that was the right thing to do.
Okay. Well, shit.
Nope. That isn't it at all.
Just drape the pan.
I'd better think this through.
Okay, let's just use the fucking thing.
There. That would keep the doors from closing.
Of course.
The crate was labeled, "Danger. Live contents. Do not drop." There were small holes in the top and sides, and scratchy noises coming from inside.
Scratchy noises.
But decided not to risk dropping it and meeting the live contents. No chance. Whatever those crates contained, they were heavy. There wasn't enough room to move the handle.
Okay, what we want is to come over here.
There was no way to open that window.
Use the manacles on that.
There wasn't much I could do with a pulley that didn't have any rope. There wasn't much I could do with a pulley that didn't have any rope. The short chain stopped the cuffs reaching from the statue to the winch. I didn't want to risk dropping the crate and releasing its live contents.
So bring that fucking box back.
I couldn't move the crate until I'd blocked the light beam with something else.
Plaster lipstick on it.
The label just wasn't sticky enough to stay in place.
Okay, so we're going to find a way to make the label more sticky.
That was no good.
Maybe we could kill the worm with that.
Nope.
Okay, well, we got some wood here blocking
A
the
sturdy
door.
beam was jammed across the doors. These doors were not going to open.
Which is why we need the statue. My memory isn't as fresh with this game as it was with Shadow of the Templar. But then again, I played the original more than the sequel anyways. But how to make that more sticky?
It was the metal cone I'd taken from the chimney of the watchman's hut. It was that itsy-bitsy tequila worm. I really must remember to take it out of my pants before I send them to the laundry.
Maybe we can pop the tequila worm in there? No? Shit. What about the dart? Scooby snacks. So not the dart, not the Scooby snacks. And we can't plaster it with that. Can we push the button? Aha! So now we've got light over here. And with light we can see...
I noticed a faint mark on the wooden floor.
some kind of secret door.
There was an arc-shaped scratch on the floor, as if a door had been opened in the nearby wall. My fingers traced the outline of a secret door in the wall. Then I found a small round stud, which was set flush to the surrounding wooden paneling. Just as I'd hoped. A secret room.
Fantastic. Anyways, I think we'll leave it here for the time being. This has been Jiggly-Gut with Broken Sword, The Smoking Mirror, Remastered. Join me next time and we shall check out what's in the secret room. Peace out, and I'll see you then.